Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Detroit schools answering questions about its long-term plan for the district that includes closing some schools. The district has $700 million in federal funds to spend, and parents want input on how to spend it.
Plan calls for that money to go into infrastructure, which includes shutting down, moving, and in some cases rebuilding more than a dozen schools. We get to Mara McDonald, who is live tonight at Pershing High School, where we'll learn more about what's planned there. Let's start there, Mara.
Well, Devin, for starters, Pershing is on the list to essentially be junked. The district would then build a brand new high school on land that's adjacent here that it already owns. Dr. Vitti is taking his show on the road when it comes to this plan, doing a series of what they're calling community listening sessions so that he can present the plan and get feedback. Take a look.
I thought the presentation was excellent. Everything was presented crystal clear, where the community got a clear understanding.
I think that we still need to go back to the table and see if we can come up with some more solutions.
Reaction was mixed tonight after the superintendent's presentation. It's one of 7 community listening sessions DPSCD is doing to fully explain the plans and hear what the community thinks.
So our goal in this facility plan is to protect neighborhood schools. We believe that the anchor of rebuilding the district should be through its historic neighborhood schools.
DPSCD has $700 million in federal funds to spend, and the proposed breakdown looks like this: $281 million in new buildings, $35 million to reactivate buildings for pre-K, and $269 million to renovate buildings. The criteria used to make these determinations: how much of the building is currently being used, the condition and cost to bring it up to snuff, and demographics like birth rates. The district continues to see declining enrollment.
We want to put every child and every employee in a better building, whether that's a building they're in or a building nearby.
Back here live, this plan is not final, and these are Dr. Vitti's recommendations that he said tonight he would be more than willing to change up depending on community feedback. The school board likely votes on this plan, whatever its final incarnation looks like, probably July or August. We're live on Detroit's East Side tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
So we're sort of anticipating what so many others parents are going to say. Mara, is it even financially feasible for the district to try to repair all of its buildings?
Per Dr. Vitti, it simply is not. I mean, you'd have to triple that $700 million in federal funds, not to mention, does the district have the enrollment to fill those buildings? He was giving, examples of schools that only have 40% capacity. Like, you've got 400 kids in a school that's suited for 1,000. So that's what they're looking at here.
Yeah,
back to you.
An important part of it too. All right, Mara. Tonight we are getting our first look at the gunman accused of shooting and killing an employee at a Detroit hotel.
Police say 25-year-old Jamar Tubbs is wanted for the deadly shooting late this morning of a 46-year-old maintenance employee at Normandy Hotel on Woodward. Tubbs took off after the shooting, sparking a massive search. Officers had to clear the entire hotel to make sure there were no other victims and confirm the gunman had left the building. Tenants were allowed back in the hotel after an extensive search. Some say they dropped to the floor when they heard the gunshots.
And then what did you hear?
Well, 2 real loud gunshots, then the third one was kind of muffled.
What did you do after that?
I hit the floor.
Anyone who recognizes Tubbs is asked to call Detroit police or Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will address Congress this week as the Russian attacks escalate. He'll be speaking in a virtual session to members of the House and Senate on Wednesday. Another round of talks between Russian and Ukrainian diplomats ended without a breakthrough today, failing to stop attacks on the Ukrainian capital and the city of Mariupol, which is just a massive disaster area. More negotiations are scheduled for tomorrow. Fighting, though, is in its 3rd week, and more than 2.8 million Ukrainians have left the country. Now there are growing concerns about a potential alliance between Russia and China. Both countries are denying a report that Russia has asked China for military equipment and other support.
We have been very clear, both privately with Beijing, publicly with Beijing, that there would be consequences for any such support.
Meanwhile, the White House is considering having President Biden travel to Europe soon for further talks on Ukraine to reassure U.S. allies in the region.
Tonight, parents calling on the Oxford School Board to address school safety. It comes 3.5 months since the tragedy at the high school. Victor Williams is live in Oxford. Victor, tonight was also the first board meeting since the district named a new superintendent.
Yes, Kimberly, the very first superintendent, Ken Weaver, is no stranger to the district. He's been principal and assistant principal, but some are saying that now he's taking on a school system that is still very much wounded.
Congratulations, Ken.
With former Superintendent Tim Throne officially out, the first school board meeting took place with new Superintendent Ken Weaver unanimously being sworn in.
I hope that they address some of the differences between what they have said in the past and what the reality that my kids are experiencing at the high school.
At the same meeting, parents voiced their concerns for safety and what will take place moving forward from November's tragic shooting, including the father of victim Hannah St. Juliana.
There are so many potential triggers that exist in the school right now.
We're brave. We're strong.
We also heard from high school students there on that tragic day.
Stuck remembering all my classmates running for their lives, yelling, "This can't be happening. Run, shooter, help us." You shoved that word strong down our throat as if it's supposed to fix anything.
Bag checks will continue and more officers will be brought in to work with the district. The use of lockers will also still not be permitted. Oxford High parent George Stoffen just wants to make sure the students in the district feel safe.
I hope to gain a better understanding of where the district is when it comes to security in particular at this point.
And weapons detection software and the possibility of bringing in ammunition sniffing dogs was also discussed at tonight's meeting. Reporting live in Oxford tonight, Victor Williams, Local 4.
Okay, Victor, thank you. Investigators ruling Brandon Santo's death an accident. You may remember the 18-year-old from Rochester Hills went missing on the campus of Michigan State University last October. His body was found in the Red Cedar River in January. A toxicology report shows he had a blood alcohol level of 0.22. The report says Santo was drunk and leaving a party when he was last seen alive. Investigators say he died from an accidental drowning, and alcohol contributed to his death.
Daily COVID cases from over the weekend dropping below the 500 a day mark. The state reporting 1,365 new cases over the past 3 days. So the average of that total is 455 cases a day, along with 24 more deaths being reported from that same day, 3-day period. But in the 7-day moving average, that continues to trend down. Back on February 28th, we were averaging more than 1,000 cases a day. That number on this metric now down to 703. And since January, hospitalizations are down 86%.
Meanwhile, tonight, the head of the Catholic Church in Metro Detroit says he's tested positive for COVID. Archbishop Alan Vigneron announcing on social media he's dealing with mild symptoms after testing positive this morning. He also says he's fully vaccinated and boosted.